Hawaii. These beautiful islands were adopted into the United States on August 21st, 1959. Hawaii has so much to talk about, from the mountains and volcanoes to the lush plant life that spans the islands. One of the most fascinating things is the Pacific Ocean that Hawaii is found in. And in the Pacific, you can find this animal, a humpback whale. These massive creatures grow up to 52 feet in length, weighing 25 to 40 tons. Humpback's primary diet consists of krill and small schooling fish. During the warmer months, they eat these animals to gain blubber and fat to sustain them for all the colder months. During the winter, these magnificent animals rarely eat at all and travel from the ocean around Alaska and migrate all the way down to Hawaii to mate, give birth, nurse their calves, and find safe and warmer waters to do so. The whales like tropical waters to do this because they are calmer and far less rough than the Northern Ocean. This is a historical event that has occurred every year since the ancient Polynesian era. This 3,000-mile journey is one of the longest and largest mammal migrations known to us. However, just like most animals, they also have setbacks and challenges. Things like plastic in the ocean, pollution, global warming, and human interaction like overhunting are all parts of the reason that these animals were considered endangered. As you can see in this graph, ocean temperatures are rising, which could potentially pose a threat to humpback whales' population and well-being.
The rain that we saw that you got to experience is definitely an example of that. And just even locally, like we have all this runoff that's coming from our island too with all that rain. That's also causing tons of erosion on our island as well. Like we're losing roads and all kinds of things because they're just built right on the shore, which is not the best planning, not the best foresight. And that also leads to a lot of, toxicity that could be entering the water from oil from cars and things on the road. So essentially what's happening is if those polar regions are getting warmer, that means the colder areas are moving further north. And that means that the whales have to travel further to get to their food. So now those migration routes are getting longer and longer and longer. And it might get to the point where they don't have the physical ability to go from where their food is to where they need to breed. So that's a big problem. We don't know if at some point they physically won't be able to support that.
Fish, whales, turtles, crustaceans, and other sea creatures are all affected by these factors, whether they eat plastic, get caught on something, or suffer poor water quality due to a leakage of harmful chemicals into the ocean. We could help these incredible creatures by lowering plastic usage and transitioning to more sustainable ways of transportation and life in general. Companies like the Pacific Whale Foundation are working very hard to restore and protect these animals and their habitats. They do this by educating the public, conducting research, conservation work, and outreach programs. They focus on the biggest impacts to marine life and well-being, and what can be done to slow down these challenges for the current and future generations of humpback whales. If we all work together and do our part, I believe that we could change the course of the ocean and its many different species forever.